Hey guys, welcome back once again. So this is probably my last Dollar Tree video for the month of September, even though we're in October. So the stores around me finally put the new stuff out after like a week. So they're running a little behind. Whatever. So I got, let's see, I'm gonna 1, 2, 25 titles here, mostly DVDs, a few Blu-rays. So I'm gonna start with the DVDs first. No real order, just they're all mixed up between 3 stores that I went to. One last night, was it last night? Wednesday night, and then two today. So first up is a classic from my childhood. I'm sure most of you have seen this as well, but I found a copy of Mouse Hunt with Nathan Lane and Lee Evans, Christopher Walken, and Maori Chaikin. I guess I say that. I like this movie. It's cute. It's from 1997, reissued in 2017 by Paramount. So glad to have that in the. I think there's a Blu-ray now, so I'll probably have to upgrade that later. Next up is an ITN release from 2018, and that is Ulysses, A Dark Odyssey, with Danny Glover, Udo Kier, and Andrea Zero. I guess it's Zero. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Skin's in here as well. This is I guess a futuristic film. Looks kind of like a fantasy thriller or something. I don't know, I can't really read the whole synopsis, the stickers covering it, but yeah, this is based on the Odyssey by Homer, so definitely looking forward to this one. Looks very, very strange. It's almost 2 hours long, so we'll check that out soon. There's a lot of ITNs this time around, so this is another ITN. Frozen Front, Fear of the Silence. I guess this is like a war movie. It takes place in the Ukraine. It involves German soldiers. I don't recognize anybody in the cast in this one. Is this a German film? It doesn't say. 95 minutes, 2017. It's an action film. It's definitely a period piece. So if you love them or hate them. A couple horrors here. This one I have not seen, but I have not heard any good reviews on it. ITN release from 2019, and that is Ouija Room. Agoraphobic woman begins summoning spirits to be her friends. Yeah, that's never a good idea. While her brother is gone during the day, but the more time she spends with the spirits, the more it becomes clear they aren't so friendly after all. Yeah, why you gotta play with dead people? Go out and find yourself some living friends. This one I have on Blu-ray, but my brother wanted it on DVD, and that is Little Monsters with Lupita, I can never say her last name right, Nyong'o, and Josh Gad. I have not watched this one yet, but I've heard it's pretty good. So, pick that up for him. Next up is another ITN release called Bird. The future is yours if you can live past tomorrow. This is another like action thriller film from 2017. It's weird. There's no runtime on the back here. That is strange. Vernon Wells is in this, so that's something to look forward to. While running for her life, a witness with fragmented memories of a brutal murder crosses paths with a reluctant criminal from the scene of a recent heist gone wrong. Now they must work together and learn to trust each other in order to solve the mystery of who is after them before it's too late. Okay. It's very strange. Next up is a drama from 2018. Another ITN release called Family Games. And I thought this was going to be like a ripoff of Funny Games, but I don't think it is. It says Sloane, a young woman in her mid-20s, returns to her childhood home in a secluded part of Texas to ruin the wedding of her father. Roan and their family friend Catherine, feeling that her departed mother has been betrayed. Okay. Kind of a revenge film, so might be good. Probably not. I know this one's definitely not going to be good. Horror film from 2018, put out by ITN. It's called Angel. After his father goes missing near an abandoned town, wealthy contractor Benjamin Weaver employs an investigative journalist and her team to probe into Raven Rock's shady history in hopes of finding answers. Soon they realize the horrifying truth that Raven Rock is not as abandoned as they thought, realizing a mysterious figure named Angel still haunts the town. I like abandoned towns and urban legends of spirits. So, but I don't know. It looks kind of cheap. Looks kind of cheap. What do you guys think? I think it does. Let's see. And this film is put out by Ketchup Entertainment and Physical Media. Rated R for sexuality, nudity, and language. From 2013, and that is Big Sur. Based on a novel by Jack Kerouac. That kind of sold me. And then this stars Kate Bosworth, Josh Lucas, Jean-Marc Barr, and Rada Mitchell. I probably butchered the hell of that name. Focuses on a moment in Kerouac's life when, overwhelmed by the success of his opus On the Road and struggling to battle inner demons, he seeks respite in 3 brief sojourns to a cabin in the small coastal California town of Big Sur. Okay. Might be good. I like Jack Kerouac. Next up, I don't really know much about this film, but it has Lou Temple in it, so I thought that, and J.K. Simmons and Jake Busey, so I figured I'd pick it up. And it's called A Boy Called Sailboat. Let's see, is anyone else in here? No. Not that I recognize. Directed by Cameron Nugent. Don't know who that is. A family finds hope in their extraordinary son named How do you name your kid Sailboat? That's so weird. When a personal gesture awakens a global desire, armed with a little guitar, Sailboat leads an offbeat cast into a miraculous story of the greatest secret never told. Alrighty. So, and guys, never name your children like Sailboat or like Car or Fast Car or something. I don't know. Moving on. A lot of people found this one. I'm glad I did. Picked up Canadian Bacon with John Candy. This was his last film. Or his last full film. I believe he was filming was it Wagons East? And that's when he died, and he died during production. So yeah, big fan of John Candy. I've seen this movie before, but it's been long time. This was written and directed by Michael Moore. This one also stars Alan Alda, Kevin J. O'Connor, Rhea Perlman, Kevin Pollak, Rip Torn, Bill Nunn. It's got a really good cast, so can't wait to watch this one again. A lot of people were finding the next 3, so I'll just continue on. Lars and the Real Girl with Ryan Gosling, Patricia Clarkson, Paul Schneider, Kelly Gardner, and Emily Mortimer. So really good cast here. I heard it's really good from what I've heard about you guys telling me, so I figured I picked that one up. Next one, Kid Galahad with Elvis. Charles Bronson is also in this. That's pretty neat. I like Charles Bronson. This is from 1962, 100 minutes. And it looks like Elvis plays a boxer. That's interesting. Next up is New York, New York with Liza Minnelli and Robert De Niro. Directed by Martin Scorsese. Not much else to talk about this movie. It is a classic. Set in 1877. It's 163 minutes. And this is a musical. So if you guys like musicals, I don't mind musicals. Some of them I really enjoy. Some of them are just okay in my opinion. And the last DVD here is an Echo Bridge release. Don't know anyone in this one. I don't recognize any of the names anyway. It's called Lily is Here. The Fight to Unite His Family. I guess this is about this one guy. He's a recovering heroin addict and he's released from prison. His wife won't let him see his daughters and his parents barely speak to him. So this is like I guess it's like a feel good, get back on your feet type movie. So again, might be good. I don't know. Alright, Blu-ray time. So I have quite a few to go through here. Not a lot. Less Blu-rays and DVDs again, but first one here, I don't know too much about, but I know Luke Evans is in it. That is called Angel of Mine. And then, of course, it's got the French-Canadian title called Intuitions. Lizzie, played by Noomi Rapace, becomes convinced that the child of a stranger, Yvonne Strahovski, is actually her own daughter, sending her into a dangerous spiral of obsession where truth and sanity will collide. So, definitely an interesting synopsis there. Might be good. Up next is The Wedding Year, starring Sarah Hyland. I like her. She's in Modern Family. And then Tyler James Williams. I'm not too familiar with him. A couple puts their relationship to ultimate test when they have no choice but to attend 7 weddings in the same year. Yeah, I would definitely not look forward to that myself. Up next, I found a couple copies of Night Hunter with Henry, how do you say his last name? Saville? That's how you say it right. Alexandra Daddario and Ben Kingsley. A weather lieutenant and a local vigilante are caught in a dangerous scheme involving a recently arrested troubled man who's linked to years of abductions and murders. I like all 3 of them. They're all really good actors. Next is a upgrade for me, and that is St. Agatha. I have the DVD from the last wave, so I figured I'd pick up the Blu-ray. I haven't watched it yet, but I do enjoy Darren Lynn Bousman's films, so I had to grab it. Next up, I have this film already. I have the American version. This is the Canadian version. My brother wanted it, so I picked it up for him. And that is mid-90s. Written and directed by Jonah Hill. I don't remember if this is his first his directorial debut or not, but I heard it's really good, and it involves skateboarding. Of course, in the mid-90s, which is definitely a throwback to me because I grew up in the 90s. So yeah. And it's got original music by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, so even better. Up next is a film that I personally own, and this is from my brother as well, and that is Helen Mirren in Winchester. It's not the best movie in the world, but I do like the whole vibe of like, I like the house. I need to actually visit the real house out in California. I've never been to San Francisco or in around that area, so one of these days I'll definitely go visit that house. Helen Mirren's performance in this is pretty good, though. I'll give her that. So yeah. Next up is it's a kids movie. It's in reverse, though. It has the French version, French name, and then underneath of it is the English name. It is called The Rooster of Saint Victor, or I guess it's Le Coq de Saint Victor. I guess I say that. This is in French and English, so you can go back and forth. 80 minutes long. And this is from, I don't know where it's from. There's no date on here. No idea. I'm pretty sure the insert has like a reverse artwork, so it has English and French instead of French and English. So we will see. I don't know, that animation looks kind of cool, I guess. Next one is from my brother. I do own this already. Got an action point here. A lot of people hated this movie. I thought it was kind of funny. Then again, I like Johnny Knoxville. I like Jackass, so figured I picked that up for him. And then lastly is a film that I already own, and I think my brother might have the DVD of it, but I found the Blu-ray. And that is Being, with Lance Hendrickson, Robert John Burke, Ben Browder, a bunch of other people I don't know. I only really know Lance Hendrickson, but I probably know Robert John Burke too, but I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, so that's everything from Dollar Tree this time around, and I'm pretty sure I'm done with them for this month. And I heard they're raising their prices a little bit due to inflation. I don't know if it's going to affect the movies or not, but if they go up to $125, I'll probably still buy them, but I'll be a little bit more selective than, well, I'm still quite selective now. But yeah, they have a lot of like random stuff there that I definitely wouldn't buy. Like most of the animated kids titles. But yeah, so here is my stack of 25. So we'll go nice and slow here. And we're going down. And right on the table there. Alright guys. So today is October 1st. I watched one movie last night that was really the Pumpkins movie from Dollar Tree to start my spooky season out, and it was just awful. I do not recommend that movie at all. But you'll see my review once I'll probably do a review next weekend to cover today, tomorrow, and then the following week. So, alright guys, stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.